Welcome to the second part on the subject, Trapped in Pornography. In the first part I mentioned that I was caught or almost caught 3 times watching porn. And I told you about the first 2 times. The third time I was actually caught by my fiancée Karina, who one day came to visit me at my place earlier than I expected. I was just in the middle of watching porn on the web. I can still remember the moment I heard the key turn in the lock and thought how I could get out of the situation as fast as possible. I only had enough time to turn off the computer so she wouldn't see what kind of pictures of women I was looking at, and then jumped into the next closet. You can surely imagine how embarrassing the situation was for me. I didn't want my future wife to see me like this. When Karina entered the room, she felt that something was not right. She came to the closet and we started talking through the closed closet door. After a while, I came out of the closet, very embarrassed and full of shame. Karina knew about my problem, but she did not know how far-reaching and acute it was. I realized how much I had hurt her with the things I was doing. I was looking at other women and communicated to Karina that she was not pretty and attractive, and that I needed other women. That day was a crucial day in my life. I had hit the bottom and was prepared to do anything to leave behind the world of pornography. I had had enough of 14 years of porn addiction and realized that I couldn't go on like this. Maybe you feel the same, but I always left a little door open and didn't really believe that I could get out of this. I had had no hope to be set free, and especially no hope to stay free. Because my fiancée had caught me, so much light suddenly came into my life that it caused me to turn around and end all the rubbish I was involved in. I faced my problems and realized that I couldn't go on like this, that I was about to lose my future wife. This I wanted to prevent by all means. Karina and I knew that we needed help. Karina because she had been hurt, and I because I wanted to stop leading this secret double life. When I look back, I see how God shone His light into my life, and I realized at that time that I couldn't get out of this by myself. Even though the whole situation was very embarrassing for me, it still helped me to face my problem and to realize in what condition I was in. That day I also ended my constant attempts to get out of pornography by myself. I realized that I was not strong enough. I experienced how God was by my side, helping me, and how He picked me up in my weakness and led me on a new path. My fiancée and I found an older couple that was willing to support us in the difficult times. Now we had someone to help us, somebody we could tell all we had on our minds, the things that hurt us and were troubling us in our lives. They were wise people with much experience of life and really lived their Christian faith. They were there for us and they prayed for us both. I remember how this man called me when I was on business trips and asked me, "Phil, you're not watching porn in the hotel room, are you?" He did this with the necessary humor and love. He then often prayed with me on the phone and reassured me. The day Karina caught me was the day that a new way of life began for me. I was able to leave behind the heavy weights I had always carried. It was the beginning of a free life without pornography. That was 16 years ago, and I since then have not willingly watched any porn. My thought life, however, was still quite active, and daydreaming continued for a while, until I realized that I could leave this behind as well. Then my thoughts became clear and clean again. Many things have contributed to make it possible for me to get out of pornography. Many things still help me to walk a straight path. It is no longer a tense fight against pornography, but a relaxing way that I can calmly walk, knowing that I don't have to fight by myself anymore. I learned to understand the grace and love of God, In the following units, I will talk about what helped me to get out of my porn addiction and walk this new path. I encourage you to walk this path as well.